Now let's discuss the Surangama Sutra. And suppose someone pinches their nose tightly. After holding it for a while, strain develops. Within the nose there arises a sensation of coldness. From this sensation, one distinguishes between free flow and blockage, emptiness and solidity, and thus even perceives various fragrances or foul odors. Both the nose and the strain are manifestations of bodhi appearing as the state of strain. Because of the false dust of free flow and blockage, the faculty of smelling arises in between them. It absorbs this dust-like appearances, and this is called the faculty of smelling. Yet, apart from free flow and blockage, the smelling has no real substance of its own. You should know that this smelling does not come from free flow or blockage, nor does it arise from the faculty of the nose, or is it born from emptiness. Why is this so? If it came from free flow, then blockage would disappear accordingly. How then could one know blockage? If it depended on blockage, then free flow would vanish. How could fragrances and odors be discerned? If it arose from the nose faculty, then there should be no experience of either free flow or blockage, meaning that the faculty of smelling has no inherent nature of its own. If it came from emptiness, then this smelling should turn around and smell the nose. And if emptiness itself could smell, what connection would that have with your sense faculty of smelling? Therefore, you should understand that the sense entry of the nose is ultimately false. It is neither produced by dependent arising nor self-arising. So, anybody can explain about pinching their nose tightly? What does this mean? Is it like this? Or you pinch your nose? You don't understand. I don't understand these words. What does it mean? And to make the nose tired. Cold and heat and warmth would be felt. I found that when Sakyamuni Buddha talked about this is very far away from today. Now we know when we have stuffy nose, that means you have cold. So if your nose is stuffed, then you could not smell foul or stinkiness in the toilet. But when your nose is free flow, then you can smell the stinky fish in the market. During COVID-19, they could not smell. They lost their sense of smell. So the nose is the sense of smelling for the nose. But that's illusory too. So the fragrance that you smell is not necessarily fragrance. And the odor, the foul odor that you smell is not necessarily foul odor. So the sense of smell is very illusory. It's the same as the sensation through the mouth or the tongue. That's coming next. Why, when you smell fragrance, is not fragrance? Why, this fragrance that you smell is not fragrance? And the stinkiness that you smell is not stinkiness? Anybody here does not like fish? Does not eat fish? Please raise your hand. Anybody here does not eat shrimp? Please raise your hand. Are shrimps tasty? Let me tell you. When you go to the fish market, you want to cover your nose, pinch your nose, because it's very fishy, but it's very strange. The fish that's very fishy or stinky after being cooked it becomes fragrant. So the stinky one becomes fragrant. Shrimps are wonderful. You know, the shrimp shells, if you leave them out for a while, they would become stinky. So fragrance and foul, fragrant and foul are interchangeable really fast. So where does the fragrance come from? Where does the stench come from? It's written here, it's not from the sky. It's not from the empty space. So Sakyamuni Buddha said that the sense of smell is totally unrelated to Buddha nature, to the wondrous, luminous true mind. So fragrance and stench or stinkiness are impermanent, ever-changing. What you eat is fragrant. You smell it, it's fragrant. After you eat it, what you excrete is foul. So do you dare to eat anything stinky? No. But actually, what fragrant things that you eat actually is also... So if you eat something stinky, maybe the fragrant one would come out. So look at the stinky tofu. That's very delicious. The smell is stinky. But amidst the stench, there is fragrance. It's written in the book, in my book. Actually, those foul things, like the foul things that you excrete and you extract and eliminate the foul odor, and then you wrap it with a phyllo dough, a thin dough, and then you've deep fried it and don't tell what's inside, then you would eat it and you would find it very tasty. You know, the feces of healthy person is very nutritious. It's like a gold bar. Because when they're very healthy, what they excrete is a gold bar. And after you eliminate the odor, and then wrap it in a thin dough, and then deep fried it, it's very nutritious. So those with poor digestion, after taking in the poop of healthy person, then you would have good digestion. So whatever flavor you like, you can ask the person to eat it, the healthy person to eat it. Have you drunk your own pee? No. It's very precious. Very nutritious. All your nutrients are inside your pee, your urine. In Chinese medicine, it's called the returning water. Now, with advanced technology, you collect all the urine of the people and then distill it. Then becomes a urine soda. So the sense of smell is illusory. The fragrance that you smell is not necessarily fragrant, and the foul odor that you smell is not necessarily foul. I would give this example. When you have stuffy nose, you cannot smell both fragrance or stench. When you get COVID-19, you would lose your sense of smell. When you go to the bathroom, you cannot smell anything. So the sense of smell is very illusory. So Sakyamuni Buddha used this analogy or example that when one pinches their nose tightly, after holding it for a while, strains develop, and within the nose there arises a sensation of coldness or warmth. From this sensation, one distinguishes between free flow and blockage, emptiness and solidity, and thus even perceive various fragrances or foul odors. And both the nose and the strain are manifestations of bodhi. They all appear from buddhanature due to the arising of a deluded thought. So this is called the nature of smelling. Sometimes it's blocked, sometimes it's not. Sometimes the nose is fine and sometimes it's stuffy. So the nose, the fragrance or the stench do not come from the nose and also not from the empty space. There is nothing from the empty space. When the nose is, when it's free flow in the nose, then there's no blockage. When it's blocked, then there is no free flow. What he meant is that the nose is illusory. It's not a dependent arising nor self-arising. So the self-arising of the non-dependent rising. That's this piece. We have talked about the eyes, ears, nose, and next is we will talk about the tongue. I found that his examples are very strange. I don't know what these words mean actually. Let's translate it into Chinese as pinching the nose. The AI replayed. So it means you pinch your nose for a long time to block your breathing for a long while, then your body would feel tired and it would feel cold, the coldness, because the nose is blocked. So I cough, it's because of the nose. There must be some relation because the nose is blocked. Because the nose is being blocked. That's explained by AI. Humans can't explain it, but AI can. Even AI is an illusion. Don't listen to AI because sometimes it's also very wrong. Really, one time AI says, "Who is Song Yan Lu?" Oh, Song Yan Lu. He's the city mayor of Taichung. She is the city mayor of Taichung. That's what AI said. And then people said, "No, this is Song Yan Lu from America, not Lu Xiuyan, Xiuyan Lu from Taichung." So I mistook that. So even AI can be wrong. AI too is illusory. So someone asked, "Who is Song Yan Lu?" And the AI replied that he became the city mayor of Taichung. I live in Taichung, but I'm not the Taichung city mayor. There's a difference in one word. My name is Lu Shengyan, and her name is Lu Xiuyan. So the explanations by AI is not necessarily correct. It's illusory. It's illusory. If your nose is blocked, then you cannot smell anything. So it's not the nose that has blockages or open flowing. It is ever-changing. But the buddhanature and wondrous luminous true mind is non-changing, is unchanged. It is non-arising and non-ceasing. It will not be blocked. Once you attain Buddha nature, you will not suddenly lose Buddha nature. It will not happen. It is non-arising and non-ceasing. He used the Buddha nature as analogy. Everything, the eyes, ears, nose, body, tongue, and mind are illusory. Like I just said, so romantic love in a human's life are all illusory. Yeah, according to Zen Buddhism, we just live the moment. When you find it great and sweet for the moment, then that's good enough. Of course, that too will pass. So the whole human life is also illusory. It is not real. So don't be so attached. Don't be so afflicted. Don't be afflicted by it. Like I have been coughing for 2 weeks and just let it be. One day I will recover. And even if I continue coughing, it's fine. I'll just become the coughing king. That's a good thing too. Because when you cough, you can take a break. You can avoid a lot of troubles. But if I continue coughing until the grand ceremony, then I will cough and I will still give Dharma teaching. It's okay. I don't mind. It doesn't matter whether I cough or not. Be rest assured. If you're infected, that's not by me. Therefore, coughing is also illusory. I never coughed before in the past. And now, only now I cough, but in the future I won't cough. So coughing too is just illusory and false. So don't keep it in mind. If you want to cough, just cough. This is talking about the nose. I have stuffy nose. When I was coughing, I had stuffy nose and now it's open. There is a benefit of having stuffy nose. What benefit? Then you don't smell any foul odors. So fragrance and stinkiness are the same. That's a very high spiritual realm. You cultivate until you reach such a high realm. So all the same, all illusory. Sakyamuni Buddha says, Buddha nature, wondrous, luminous, true mind, manifests everything, manifests all phenomena. All phenomena are illusory. I have written over 300 books. Actually, it's also talking about this, reminiscing of past love stories. Very dazzling, rich and colorful. You have to read this book. And look at the Dharma bodies that I have cultivated. The problem is that my Dharma bodies are also full of feelings. The Dharma bodies that I generated are the same as I am. Very sentimental and full of feelings, emotions and affections. Although everything is illusory, but having the feeling of love is also a kind of sweetness. Om Mani Padme Hum.